Hello! Hello, we're back in the beauty room, which I'm very excited about, you guys. I set this background up myself. I feel like it's a vibe and I'm digging it. I'm really into this little situation we have going on. So anyways, I'm super excited. As I say with every video, I know I always say that, and then people just kind of start to come for me being like, how can you be excited for every video? But that's because I think of these ideas. So of course, I'm gonna be excited for the video ideas that I think of that I wanna do. Regardless, we need to get into this because honestly, like, I just feel like over the past couple of years, drugstore makeup has really come through, and there's been some bomb products already in 2020. I know we're only like, I guess we're actually like 3/4 of the way through 2020, which is actually pretty crazy. And I wanted to not just talk about it, but also like apply them and show you guys how they apply, you know, any sort of tips, tricks, techniques, etc. for applying. So let's get into it. Don't forget to subscribe, turn those notifications on, Or also follow me on Instagram if you just want some, you know, extra inspo, or I don't know, just check my IG out if you want. We're gonna start off with primer. This is the best drugstore primer to come out this year. It's called the Primer Glow Oil. I have dry skin. I love using oil primers, and this one came out from e.l.f. Cosmetics with their Retro Paradise collection, which is honestly, the whole collection is fire. Like, the whole collection had me literally like just, I can't even explain how I felt about the Retro Paradise collection. I did a whole review on it, but there were 5 creators that created the collection, which I think is still so amazing. And like, I don't know, I just, you know, power to them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply. Let me tell you guys what I love about each product. This product smells so good to me. It's very subtle, but it's like a subtle fruitiness to me. Again, if you have dry skin, definitely check it out. But I feel like it does smooth out the skin. It creates a nice base for my foundation to lay on, and I've just been obsessed with it. It's been such a great product for me. Something that I can't put down. Okie dokie. Milani came out with this Fruit Fetish Mango Coconut Lip Balm. This tastes like, honestly, like a vacation in a bottle. And it makes my lips feel super soft and plump, and I just love the taste. I really do. Like, I feel like I'm on an island right now just because of the vibe that it gives me, the smell, it brings me back. Definitely one of my holy grails of 2020. And then moving to eyebrows, I think you guys are already gonna know what I'm gonna say here. e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. Obviously this didn't come out in 2020, but I kind of have to include it here because I'm not the type of person that's just gonna like half-ass it, I guess you could say, and just like talk about things just because they came out in 2020. Like, I actually want to say what I've actually been using the most in 2020, not what was just released in 2020. But yeah, as you guys know, I love this formula. It has a harder texture to it, but I really like that for creating nice, even hair-like strokes. It just lasts all day. It literally like $5. Such a good deal for how good the product is, and I love the shade matches too. Like, have you ever seen a brow product so good? Oh, it's like, I have 2 foundations I couldn't really decide between, so I decided to just mention both. I really think that these are the best drugstore foundations that have come out this year. With drugstore foundation, there's like so many. I change my foundation so often that there's a lot that I'm always trying out, but these 2 definitely stood out to me, and they are similar finishes, but one is a little bit more accessible. That's why I decided to, you know, talk about both. So, best drugstore foundation of 2020, ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. Balm formula, looks super skin-like. I use the shade Medium Dark 120W, and it just has a great undertone, really good for olive skin tones. And like I said, just like very skin-like finish, doesn't kick up. It has that hyaluronic acid, so if you have dry skin, it's a really good option. And then I also really love the Milani Screen Queen foundation. This is, again, like definitely a natural finish. This one's not super glowy and it's not super matte either. It's somewhere in between, but I just love the coverage. It's a little bit more full coverage than the ColourPop one, but it actually has like a digital blue light filtering thing, so that if you're always on your phone or on the computer or in front of technology, it's actually helping to protect your skin with like some skincare benefits while you're wearing it. So I like that. Honestly, I love both of these so much. And you know what? I might as well just mix them together for today's video. I'm a big foundation mixer. Love a good mix of foundations because I feel like then you're getting the benefits of two. It's like 2 for 1. And especially when they're two really bomb formulas, like So I'm gonna do 2 pumps of each. And I'm using, like I said, 120 of the ColourPop and then 370 Golden Tan for Milani. And I always apply with the brush first and then I go in and blend in with my Beauty Blender. Like, I really hate to be that person that like hypes himself up, but honestly, this foundation just looks, both of them just look so fire, okay? I mean, either one of them on their own as well if you don't want to get both for any reason, but like, kind of a skin queen. I don't know, I love it. I don't know, I can't even explain my love for both of these foundations. Enough of me hyping myself up, I'm sorry that you guys had to see that. Eyeshadow palettes, best eyeshadow palette that has come out this year by far, in my opinion, the e.l.f. Retro Paradise. I love it. I love the formula. I love the colors. I love pretty much everything about it. I love that it was created by creators. Like, I think that makes it really, really special. And when you look at the shade range, I think what makes it so spectacular is that you get those neutrals on this side of the palette. You get a ton of neutrals, mattes, you get a few like bronzy shimmers. You also get some brights in here. I love this lilac shade. I love the like metallic fun colors. And I love that they actually included like a bone shade and then a black. I think that's really, really important, and I just think that they did such a good job with the shade ranges. Not only the shade ranges, but like actually the pigment of them. Like, it's almost like the quality is actually not a drugstore palette at all and more like a high-end palette. With this particular palette, that is truly what I feel. I love this blue shade. Like, that is one of my favorite shades in the whole palette. I used that one in the tutorial that I did. This one is amazing as well. This one is called Disco, and it's like a purple shift. It's so pretty. And then let me show you guys the matte. So this is the most used shade for me. It's called Sandy Bum. The mattes in here just feel so buttery and smooth, and this is one swatch. Like, I did not go over these a billion times. Really, really beautiful formula, color range, everything about it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm actually gonna go in with another e.l.f. product. I feel like they've just stepped up the game. It's actually pretty crazy. So I'm gonna make an eyeshadow base with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm gonna go in with Sandy Bum for our transition and just lightly start to pack that onto the outer corner. Then we're gonna dip into Caliente. Maybe I'll do a little Paradiso. I feel like I should do Sip Sip actually. For liners, I mean, I'm just gonna be really honest with you guys here. Maybelline kills it no matter what you're looking for. If you're doing like a pencil liner, a felt tip liner, or gel liner, I love Maybelline liners, and I think that they just do it so well. All the formulas for the liners are very long lasting, super pigmented and black, and just really, really good. So I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Hyper Easy brush tip liner and do a little wing. I just did my wings, and I mean, you can see how nice the formula is, but I changed my mind and now I don't want to do wings because I feel like I've already done a few looks like this year. So what I'm actually gonna do is take the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner in Black Onyx. I have a ton of shades of this, but it's just the best pencil liner. And I'm gonna run that along the lash line. Look how like black that is too. It's the best pencil liner. All right, and once I have that on there, I'm gonna take a pencil eyeshadow in the shade Coconut from the e.l.f. palette, and I'm gonna take that and smudge it out. Smudge and rudge, smudge and budge, smudge and judge, smudge and nudge, smudge and judge, smudge and rudge. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, vibes. I like it. So I'm gonna move on to lashes. My Holy Grail mascara. Maybelline's kind of killing it in the eye area because my Holy Grail mascara is the Falsies Lash Lift. I'm telling you, this wand, there's like something about this wand and the formula is just everything to me. It's so good. And as far as lashes, I don't really have like a go-to, or not go-to, but like a Holy Grail, like this is better than anything else pair of drugstore lashes. So I'm just gonna use the ones that I always use. All right, concealer. I already kind of mentioned this, but e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It has a really nice coverage. It's pretty much like the original Camo Concealer, except a little bit more of a hydrating version, and it's not as matte, but I definitely use this all the time. One of my most used products in general. All right. Baking powder time. This Catrice HD Baking and Setting Loose Powder I've really been liking. I like the finish of it because it almost has a smoothing effect, and it does have a little bit of color to it, so it doesn't give you a white cast, and I really like it. I feel like there's a lot of drugstore loose powders that they just don't compare to like the average high-end baking powder, but this one really does, and I really like it. And I kind of use it in the same technique that I do my Laura Mercier setting powder, where I actually take it onto the Laura Mercier puff and taco shell it together and then go in and press the powder into the skin. You can see it immediately mattifies everything, smooths it out. It's a really nice powder from the drugstore. It's so bomb for getting that like matte but not flat. And then you can take a little bit on a little powder brush and buff it into the rest of the skin, but we don't really need to bake like the whole face. See how bomb that looks? Like it just looks so, this skin routine is so natural, but still full coverage. So you kind of get the best of both worlds here. All right, for bronzer, I'm going with the CoverGirl True Blend So Flush. They have like blushes in the same formula and bronzers, and I really like all of them. They're nicely pigmented, so you don't have to pick up that much product, but not so much that you feel like you're looking like a clown. Like it just has a really nice medium tinted pigment to it. And I'm using the shade Sunset Glitz. I don't really have like a contour cream bronzer that I love from the drugstore this year. I've just been using a lot of the Fenty ones, honestly, but it's really pretty because it does have some light radiance to it. So if you didn't want to, for whatever reason, didn't want to like go in with another highlighter, like if you just want to keep it to the bare minimum of products, I like that this one has some of that like golden reflect in it. So you can kind of get that vibe going. All right, and then blush. I love these little duos that e.l.f. came out with. These are kind of similar to their eyeshadow palettes, those like mini ones, which actually I love those too. So if you're looking for like more of like a miniature eyeshadow palette, you just want like a couple shades that are all gonna be in the same color family, definitely check those out. They're called the Bite Size eyeshadow palettes. And this is, I think these were actually called the Bite Size Blush and Cheek palette or something like that. And this one's in the shade Spiced Apple. It's so pretty. Like, I feel like this blush shade is the perfect transitional shade between summer and fall. It's peachy, but it's still a little bit of a deeper peach, so it's like sophisticated. And I like the formula too. It's not overly pigmented, but it's still enough to give you just the right amount of color. Blush just brings the whole look together. Like I don't even know who I would be without blush anymore. I really don't. Blush is like my favorite part of makeup. Probably blush, lashes, and brows and lips. So pretty much everything. Well, actually skin. So pretty much literally everything. So I guess I just love makeup. All right, and then for highlight, I'm going with Wet n Wild I'm So Lit. They're loose highlighters. I feel like nothing ever beats these honestly, like, well, I don't know. It was a close call between this and Maybelline Chrome, Master Chrome. That highlight is, I mean, I want to say like pretty much just beyond any other pressed highlight from the drugstore for sure. So it's definitely in between that one and this one, but I'm just gonna go with this one for today's video. It's so pretty. Oh, pretty. Did you like that little opera moment? So I just take that on the high points of the face, gives a nice little wet look. And this is why, like, this finish right here, how seamless it blends out and everything, is why it's one of my holy grail products. I just feel like if they ever discontinued this, and honestly Master Chrome too, both of those highlights, if they discontinued them, I might shed a tear. Like, I might actually cry because they're just that good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash line, and then we're gonna move on to the lips. All right, lip wise, so I already talked about this lip balm. Love, love, love. e.l.f. also came out with these like ride or die lip balms that are so good. I'm not gonna use it today because it's a tinted lip balm. This is more so something I would use like a no makeup look, or something natural where I want just like something moisturizing but that has like a little bit of tint. As for lip pencils, these are probably my top 4 from the drugstore. Milani Shoe Balm for a darker lip color. Unfortunately, I tried one day, it was actually today, I tried to sharpen it and this happened. I don't know why I did that. It's unfortunate because I was gonna use this today. For more like an everyday, Nude Truffle from NYX is really, really pretty. This is like kind of the same tone as like a Stripped Down or something like that from MAC. And then the 2 e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip pencils are everything. The formula is creamy, but not too creamy. It's like the perfect little Goldilocks of a formula. And there's 2 shades. This one is identical for Stripped Down. And this one is similar to Cork. Not an exact dupe because it's a little warmer, but really, really great formula, great shades. I mean, as you can tell, these are my tones right here that I always go for. So balm lip pencils from the drugstore. Holy grails for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Woo! I like get crazier and crazier as the videos go on because I start to get super excited for everything. I'm gonna go in with e.l.f. Nude 3 today for today's look. Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but I actually love the way that this lip pencil formula is so easy to clean up. And that's because, again, it has like that perfect creamy but not too creamy consistency. All right, best lip launch of 2020 by far that I've been so impressed with is the new Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Coffee Collection. Well, one of the reasons I love it is each one has a different scent, and I just love that little detail. So Chai Genius, for example, which is probably what I will end up using today, smells like chai tea. And then we have Espresso Enthusiast, which literally smells like espresso. We have Cocoa Connoisseur, which has like a cocoa kind of, you know, hot chocolate kind of scent. Then we have Mocha Inventor, which again smells like a mocha, and then Caramel Collector, which is like a caramel latte kind of vibe. I just think that's so cool and so unique, and just something that I feel like I didn't really know that I needed until this happened. Plus, on top of that, like, not only does it smell good, the formula is really, really bomb and long lasting, especially for, you know, how affordable it is. So I might as well just swatch all of them for you guys. I love the chai one. I love the chai one. I love anything chai, honestly. It reminds me of fall, but that is the color. It's really pretty. It's almost like a light 90s nude. Then we have Caramel Collector, which this was actually the first shade that I tried from the collection because I thought it was so unique. Almost like a pumpkin-y, like a burnt pumpkin shade. Then we have Cocoa Connoisseur, which is a warm tone medium brownie nude. And then these last 2, you know I'm gonna be like all about for fall. This is Mocha Inventor, and the last one is Espresso Enthusiast. Dude, those are my fall shades. Actually, like all 3 of these. Fall, 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 fall. I'm so freaking excited for fall. But yeah, today I'm probably gonna use Chai Genius just because it's gonna best go with our look. I could potentially use that one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Caramel Collector, just to switch it up a little bit. I love the applicator too. It has a pointy tip, so really easy to get into the corners. These are super pigmented and like you just don't really need to apply too much. Cute! All right, we're gonna set this down with my favorite. I'm all about the smells, can you tell? But my favorite setting spray of 2020, Fruit Fetish Make It Last from Milani Mango Coconut. It's so good. All right, I hope you guys like this video. Those were my top holy grail 2020 drugstore products. Let me know what you guys like, and also let me know what you guys want to see. Love you guys so much. You are beautiful inside and out, and I'll catch ya on the flip side. Bye, guys. P.S. Don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see.